Welcome to another edition of Rogues Gallery, where we list the best of the worst villains according to your votes. This week we're looking at the spacefaring foes of the Green Lantern Corps, and just missing out on the top 10 this week are Dr. Polaris, Dex Star, and the Weaponers of Quard. Let's start the countdown. Number 10, Larfleeze. Also known as Agent Orange, Larfleeze is the sole wielder of the Orange Lantern Ring of Avarice, which gives power to those that know great greed. As far as Larfleeze believes, everything in the universe is his, he just doesn't have it yet, and everything he does is part of his quest to acquire more possessions. Number 9, Hector Hammond. Hammond was a petty crook who was mutated and evolved by a strange meteor, which granted him a superior intelligence and mastery over others' minds. Although his giant cranium requires the use of a chair to move around, his telekinetic abilities means he can float where he pleases. Number 8, Crona. Crona was an O1 scientist cast out by the soon-to-be Guardians of the Universe for meddling with the dawn of creation and accidentally providing the spark from which the multiverse grew. He was transformed into pure energy and represents the purest form of entropy in the DC Universe. Number 7, Nekron. Nekron is one of the many embodiments of death in the DC Universe, and draws power from all those who have ever died. Attempting to take over the realm of the living, Nekron brought the dead back to life with the Black Lantern rings, and attempted to murder everyone in the universe. But the pure power of the White Lantern cast him out while restoring several DC heroes and villains to life. Number 6, Atrocitus. Atrocitus is the leader of the Red Lantern Corps, driven by pure rage as a result of his entire sector being massacred by the Guardians' folly. Atrocitus founded the Red Lanterns by murdering his ally, and now leads an army of the most hateful and rage-filled beings in the universe, on a quest of pure revenge and passion. Number 5, Star Sapphire. There are many Star Sapphires, a whole corps of them dedicated to the emotion of love. But before founding the Corps, Star Sapphire was best known as the entity which took over Hal Jordan's girlfriend, Carol Ferris. She was first recruited by the Zamorans to prove that men are inferior to women, and the Star Sapphire persona became embedded in Ferris for a long time, until it was excised by Hal Jordan during his time as the Spectre. Number 4, Black Hand. William Hand was a small-time supervillain who used an energy-absorbing weapon to fight Green Lantern and counteract his power ring. He was later used by Nekron as his vessel to the living world as the first Black Lantern, but was resurrected by the White Entity, cutting off Nekron's access and returning William Hand to life. Number 3, the Manhunters. Before the Green Lantern Corps was created by the Guardians of the Universe, they created the robotic Manhunters to police the universe with the cold, unyielding precision of a machine. However, they became obsessed with their code of no man escapes the Manhunters, and rebelled against their masters, massacring all life in Sector 666. The Manhunters were exiled into a lifeless sector of space, and in the intervening years the Green Lantern Corps was created as their replacement. The Manhunters bided their time and infiltrated many civilizations, including humanity, with sleeper agents ready to strike when the time was right. The Manhunters were discovered by the Guardians, and the superheroes of Earth led the charge in finding their location in space and defeating their Grand Master. In the years since, the Manhunters have resurfaced on numerous occasions, but never again with the numbers and force they had previously. Number 2, Parallax. When Coast City was destroyed by Mongol and Cyborg Superman, Hal Jordan was driven mad with grief and slaughtered the Green Lantern Corps in a raging bid for more power. He dubbed himself Parallax and attempted to rewrite history to save his city, causing massive changes to the timeline before he was stopped by the world's heroes. Jordan redeemed himself somewhat when he sacrificed himself to restart the sun, which had gone out and threatened all life on Earth. He became the Spectre, and later discovered that Parallax wasn't an identity he took for himself, but a parasitic fear organism which infected him and drove him mad. Returned to life, Jordan cast the Parallax out and discovered it was the source of all fear in the universe, and the being which powered the Yellow Lantern's power batteries. It later corrupted Kyle Rayner for a brief period, but his friends in the Green Lantern Corps were able to help him overcome great fear and cast the parasite out. And number 1, Sinestro. Sinestro was the greatest Green Lantern in the universe and was assigned to train the rookie Hal Jordan in all of the Corps' codes and practices. However, Jordan discovered that Sinestro ruled over his native Korugar with the iron fist of a dictator and exposed the despot to the Guardians of the Universe, defeating him and ensuring his exile. Sinestro retreated to the antimatter universe, where he was gifted a yellow power ring by the Weaponers of Quard, making him once again capable of going toe-to-toe with the Green Lanterns. He served as Hal Jordan's primary nemesis for decades before being killed by the Parallax corrupted hero, though he was later resurrected by the Fear entity to serve as its messenger. Sinestro founded his own corps, which he named after himself, and the Sinestro Corps was dedicated to spreading fear and terror throughout the universe. Although at times he has attempted to provide law and order either as a Green Lantern or with the might of his own corps, he once again returned to villainy as he attempted to use fear energy to cure him of a debilitating illness. That's it for this week's Rogues Gallery. Keep an eye on Comics Alliance to have your say in the latest polls.